This is Biafra Forever channel. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Ever since the day of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence. It is only the violent that taketh it by force. You know, each time our leader quotes this verse, and he always say, we will not get Biafra through violence, like fighting. It is now that I understand what he's saying. What he's actually saying is that if you liken his story with that of Moses, you know, Moses went to meet Pharaoh. Let my people go. He went peacefully. But Pharaoh refused to let the children of God go. So God was fighting for the children of God. So it's the same way Chukwu Okike Abiama is also fighting for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No wonder, see the happenings in Nigeria today, in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. You see, those that said over their dead body, would they see Biafra come to pass? Most of them are all gone. Chukwu Okike took all of them away. Look at today, the army headquarters in Abuja was engulfed in fire, you know. And a lot of people would think, oh, it's coincidence. No, that was the same way the Egyptians were looking at the 10 plague that Chukwu Okike brought upon them. They were looking at it, it's coincidence, until the last one hit them, and they had to allow the children of Israel go. So it's the same thing that is going to happen. And that's the same footstep our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is following. I want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the great and selfless work he's doing for the actualization of Biafra. And I also want to thank our gallant men of Eastern Security Network for keeping our sacred land safe from the Janjaweed, Fulani, herdsmen, and their cohorts. You know, so there are some things we need to talk about today. A repentant Fulani bandit confessed during a video interview today with Sheikh Gumi, the Minister of Banditry and Terrorism, that the Fulani presidency and their state governments supplies them with AK-47, with which they use in killing Nigerians. You see? And we will now say it is one Nigeria. Meyeti Allah, knowing that Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi, has created some damage. So they are trying to do some damage control. And they said, the various Fulani herdsmen photos online with their AK-47 dangling around their neck are Photoshop. They are just trying to deceive the international bodies and the Efulefus who are advocates of one Nigeria. Today, also, loads of foodstuff going to the south from the north were intercepted by Fulani task force because they claim it is their response to the south trying to stop Fulani killings and the taking over of the southern Nigerians' ancestral land. And nobody is talking. If it was a southerner that made such kind of statement or tried such kind of thing, the DSS, the military would have caused a lot of damage and killings. Zamfara governor claimed he knows the identity of Fulani bandits kidnapping indigenous people of the north. And this happened when Fulani emirs in his state paid him a solidarity visit. So one of the advocates of One Nigeria, who also happens to be the chairman of Arewa Consultative Forum, Chief Audu Ogbe, asked the security operatives to treat the governor of Zamfara as an accomplice of Fulani herdsmen and bandits. But I know they won't do that because the Meyeti Allah are actually the one ruling the country because there's no Buhari. Our leader have told us. The Fulani presidency, when they say presidency, it's Garba Shehu that is talking, ordered no-fly zone in Zamfara because they want to protect Fulani bandits from being bombed from the air, as they did in Olu. Peradventure, they can tell one Janja with the Fulani Air Force, to just fly the plane across, and he mistakenly touched the button and bomb everybody. So they don't want that to happen. They also ban mining activities because they have been exposed. They ban the mining activities because everyone now knows that the mineral resources in the north belong to only Fulani, while the ones in the south belongs to every Nigerian. And some foolish and efulefu people would think that we still have one Nigeria. There's nothing like one Nigeria. Sometimes some people talk about restructuring. There's no structure to restructure. So Nigeria is just a scam, and the one Nigeria is a scam too. In Kwara State, the state government is trying to enforce wearing of hijab. That's the Islamic headgear the women wear to cover their face in all public schools, including Christian schools. The Christian school that rejected that order, the state government had to stop their funding. You see? And they claim it's one Nigeria. When Iguacha governor, sometime last year, that's Wike, sometime last year, in his state, he said the state is a Christian state, that Iguacha is a Christian state. All the Janjaweed Fulanis and their cohort almost tore him apart. Maybe that was the reason why he invited the Janjaweed army to massacre Biafrans in Obigbo, so that he could earn their trust and show loyalty to the Fulani Janjaweed. Sometimes some people can be funny. Because of political power, they can do anything. Janjaweed DSS, that's the state security service, headed by a Fulani who is not a Nigerian but a Chadian citizen, slammed terrorism charge on NSAS right activist, Mr. Israel Joe, whereas Fulani herdsmen and bandits are rewarded handsomely for their terrorism, and Boko Haram terrorists are rewarded handsomely by engaging them and employing them as a Nigerian army. That's why we call them Janjaweed army, because they are all Boko Harams. The only offense Israel Joe committed was raising alarm following an incident at PTI Warri, where police caused the death of a woman and her child. Sometimes when people say one Nigeria, it's a big scam. Because this cannot happen to a Fulani. They won't charge him. They won't do that to him. See the Kano State essay that spoke against Buhari. The ESS took him, they arrested him, but the whole North shouted and he was released. There was no charge on him. EFCC goes after Bola Tinubu. They have requested for his asset declaration documents from the Code of Conduct Bureau. They are doing this because they are not ready or willing to hand over to the South in 2023. They are not willing to hand over power. They are just deceiving everybody. As you can see, one Nigeria is a big scam. The Janjaweed Fulani divides the Nigeria, they divide the southern Nigeria so that in every election cycle, they will collaborate with one part. And when they now see that we have collaborated with this part and they are not agreeing to our terms, they want to be the leader, they will now go to the other part. And that's what they have been doing. So that is why our leader have said, let everyone go their separate ways. When fire gutted the Nigerian Army headquarters, and this is not a coincidence. that calamity is befalling Nigerian security and government, it's not a coincidence, because anyone who blesses Israel shall be blessed. Anyone who blesses Biafra shall be blessed. Anyone who curses Biafra shall be cursed. That is why all this are happening to the Nigerian government. That's why we have insecurity everywhere. Because it's a cursed place. Killing Biafrans, spilling their blood. And the God in heaven, the Chukwu Okike Abiyama, is the God of vengeance. He's fighting for Biafrans. That is why most times I liken our leader to Joseph. Joseph had a dream. His brothers, who I would liken to the Efulefus in the Biafra land, tried to cover that dream, but God brought that dream to pass and even used that to save his brothers. So that is the same reason I look at it this way, that there is nothing the Efulefus, there's nothing the Janjaweed will do that will prevent the actualization of Biafra. God will make Biafra come to pass. Thank you for watching my video. Please watch out for the next. Bye-bye.